What's up everybody and welcome back to the channel. As of the reset this week, Festival of the Lost has officially kicked off on Destiny 2, and for the next 3 weeks we'll be playing this event while we try to unlock as many cosmetics and versions of the 3 weapons on offer as we possibly can. However, if you are looking to complete the Triumph for this event, you will of course be collecting spectral pages from different activities outside the Haunted Lost sectors, and then actually taking those spectral pages into the Haunted Lost sector to convert them into the pages which you use to unlock the different parts of the Triumph, eventually unlocking the whole event that way. Now, I'm sure there's a whole bunch of different ways in which you can farm these spectral pages efficiently, whether you're doing this solo or in a group, but the method I'm going to show you today works the most efficient for me doing this in a solo capacity. I don't always have teammates that I can play with, and sometimes I just want to slap something on in the background while I farm these out, and this is by far the most efficient way I have found to get these spectral pages as fast as possible. Unfortunately, there is a requirement to this method. It means you have to own the Witch Queen DLC, and you have to have access to the second mission of the DLC called The Investigation. Now, the footage that you're seeing in the background is me actually running this mission, and this method works whether you are doing it in legendary difficult or in just plain old easy peasy difficulty. So this means that it literally is available to anybody, and you don't need this massive amount of light and to sweat while you're trying to do this legendary to do this. Now, each run of this mission will net you either 9 or 10 spectral pages. It seems to alternate for some reason. Sometimes I get 10 twice in a row, and then I get 9 twice in a row, and then I get 10 once and then 9 once. But either which way, at the very minimum, you'll be making 9 per mission. Now, this is me playing it solo, so you have to do the mission all the way through from the beginning until the end, up until you get to the part where Finch is, and then at that stage you will receive the reward, which is the spectral pages. Now, if you are doing this in a group, you're going to be able to do this even better and more efficiently, because there is a checkpoint right before the final part of the mission where you fight a bunch of gatekeepers and basically the final enemies in the mission before you start your trip down to Finch. And if you keep that checkpoint with someone in the group, you can essentially swap this person out the entire time, and you can essentially farm this event, or rather this mission, a lot more efficiently. There's a little bit of a rigmarole that you have to go through with that, and so that's why I just ended up settling doing this solo by myself, because at the same time that I'm playing this mission, I also just use this to unlock either further catalysts for my exotics or progress on weapons which I've crafted and everything like that. So I'm kind of using the time that I'm spending in this mission, completing it over and over and over, to actually give me an additional benefit of leveling these different weapons that still need leveling, or unlocking these catalysts that still need unlocking. So by default, I would say me not sweating and not trying to push this, and again, this is playing on normal difficulty, I can do this quite comfortably while eating a sandwich and watching some series at the same time. I can do this between 8 and 9 minutes per run. Now, your mileage may vary, and if you're using weird weapons or if you're struggling a little bit with the pathing, then the first couple of ones are going to take a bit longer, but eventually you'll be able to squeeze it to around that time as well. And you can essentially just repeat this the entire time, and you can get your 10 per run basically. Doing some quick math here, we can see how efficient this yield is for us. So working on about a 8-minute completion time on average, you're getting about 68 of these spectral pages per hour. Now, bearing in mind quickly as a side note, these spectral pages can only stack to 75 in your inventory, so don't accidentally grind this for 2 hours, 3 hours or something like that, only to realize that your spectral pages stop picking up after 75. Once you get to 75, you are at max, and you're going to have to burn through some of these pages by changing them into the actual pages that you need to use for the Triumph. Now, when we look at the hour, and we're looking at 68 per hour, and then looking at the amount of pages that we need to actually complete the Triumph, there are 2 different sections where we have to use these pages for. Each one of these sections is worth 194 spectral pages. That gives us a total of 388, and then sort of working all of that out together, the 68 which we get per hour versus the 388 which we know right now that we need, it means that we can complete the entire farm for this in about 6 hours. Now, what is going to make you take longer than 6 hours is, as I mentioned before, once you get up to 75 in a stack, you are actually going to have to do some haunted lost sectors and transfer these ones to the pages that you need to be able to unlock the triumph. Conversion of these spectral pages is done by going into haunted lost sectors and killing the pumpkin-headed boss monsters inside there before the boss actually comes out. Now, if you work fast and you kill these efficiently, you can do 10 of these per haunted lost sector, and you're gonna have to burn through your stock of spectral pages so that you can continue on farming the investigation for more of these pages. I'm hoping this helps you complete this event requirement efficiently. Let me know in the comments down below if there's a way of doing this quicker. If you found another way which is more efficient. Of course, as mentioned, doing this in a group and doing quick checkpoint swapping will probably yield a faster completion time and the ability to gather more of these spectral pages. But what will slow you down is actually the conversion process, which there is really no other way of just doing haunted lost sectors. But you have to do these haunted lost sectors in any case to unlock the other requirements of the triumph, so it's not as if you could have skipped that in any case. That's it for the video. Thank you so much for watching, especially if you made it this far. It's just super important to me that you have a fantastic morning, afternoon, and evening wherever you are in the world. And until next video, fucking cheers.
They want the best of me now, best of me now, best of me now, best of me. They want the best of me now, best of me now, best of me now, best of me. They want the best of me.